We met in quiet places. I could see it in your faces. At distance, but something real, a bond that time could heal. I'll wait, I'll stand by you. Through the doubts, the fears, it's true. No rush, we're finding our way. Step by step, day by day. The journey of trust, taking it slow, building something real, let it grow. No need to rush, we're here for the ride. Together we stand side by side in silence. We find what's true, a friendship strong. Me and you, me and love, da-da-da, da-da-da.
A journey of trust. Ethan had always trusted his intuition. It had never failed him before. So when he met Sophia, something about their connection felt different, a quiet, undeniable pull. He had navigated his fair share of friendships, some deeper than others. But this felt like the start of something genuine, something real. He could sense that Sophia was hesitant, maybe even scared. It wasn't hard to see. The way her eyes shifted when conversations ventured too close to personal matters, or how she pulled away when the world seemed to expect more than she was willing to give. Ethan didn't mind the distance. He respected it. His patience was growing, though. He was beginning to understand that this was more than just a casual connection. It was a shared journey. Both of them were looking for something in their lives, but it was clear they needed to take it slow, to let the trust between them build naturally. Ethan couldn't ignore the moments when Sophia let down her guard, even if just for a few seconds. The way she laughed at one of his jokes without holding back, or how she listened carefully when he shared something personal, as if she genuinely cared. In those moments, Ethan felt truly understood, as if Sophia was seeing the very essence of who he was. It wasn't about the words. It was a connection that felt real and unpretentious. Ethan recognized a kind of depth in her, a kindness and understanding that resonated with him. But there was a tenderness there too, a fragility. Ethan saw the fear in Sophia's eyes when she tried to speak about vulnerability, about opening up completely. He knew that fear well. It was the same fear that had held Ethan back in his own past friendships, the fear of being fully known and then abandoned. Yet despite that, Ethan felt a deep compassion for Sophia's journey. He could sense the potential in her, a quiet light just waiting to be acknowledged. And that potential was something Ethan couldn't ignore. Sometimes he'd catch himself imagining the future they could share as friends, where both of them had grown beyond the walls they'd built, supporting each other as they learned to trust themselves and each other. It felt like something larger than just them, an unfolding story with endless possibilities. But Ethan wasn't foolish enough to rush it. He could feel the pull of impatience at times, a desire to leap forward, to bring the future into the present. But he knew better. Real friendships didn't work that way. No, he'd learned that much. It wasn't about forcing things. Friendships like this, deep and meaningful, took time. He could sense that Sophia needed her space, needed to learn to trust herself first before she could fully trust anyone else. Ethan was fine with that. It was a delicate dance, this giving and receiving, but he felt grounded in it. Every step felt intentional. There were moments of uncertainty, moments when Ethan wondered if he was the right person to help Sophia see herself. Could he truly be the mirror she needed? He couldn't force someone to claim their own power. He knew that all too well. But there was something about Sophia's vulnerability, her willingness to explore what lay beneath the surface, that made Ethan believe in the potential of their friendship. Still, he kept himself rooted in the present. He couldn't predict the future, and he wasn't going to try. Every interaction, every shared laugh, every quiet moment of connection, it all added up, and Ethan allowed himself to enjoy it, without rushing ahead. As time passed, he realized that the most important relationship in all of this wasn't just the one he was building with Sophia, it was the one he was building with himself. The more he trusted himself to stay steady, to embrace the slow unfolding of things, the more he found that trust reflected back in his connection with Sophia. There was peace in that steadiness, a quiet confidence that no matter what happened, he had the capacity to navigate it. Sophia's journey was hers alone, and Ethan respected that. They were both walking their own paths, sometimes parallel, sometimes crossing, but always with an understanding that whatever came, they would navigate it together as friends. And for the first time in a long while, Ethan felt ready for whatever the future held.
You fear the fall, I see it clear, but we'll walk this path without fear. Through the quiet, through the noise, we'll find our strength, we'll make our choice. A journey of trust, taking it slow, building something real, let it grow. No need to rush, we're here for the ride. Together we stand side by side in silence. We find what's true, a friendship strong, me and you. A journey of trust.